I was 12 years old when I found out that my grandmother was doing life in prison, and I was only 1 year old when she was incarcerated. Growing up, we were very close. I wrote a lot of letters. She probably still has letters from when I was 5 years old. Every year I'll visit my grandmother. It was really difficult to leave and say goodbye to her. I didn't expect my grandmother to come home. It's really a miracle that she's out. We drove to the prison to pick her up. When I saw her walk out, I saw that dark cloud leave over my family. I have way too much experience going to see family members in jail. My father is currently serving time in prison, and my father is Suge Knight, founder of Death Row Records. He's one of the greatest music executives in hip-hop history. My dad being in prison motivated me to stay out of jail. You may see me on a show called Love and Listings on VH1.
You look just like your pops. I see you hear that a lot, right?
Yeah, man, but your song was hard, bro. You wrote that too? I'm the star of the show, and they follow my real estate career. I think my dad got a bad deal being sent to prison. I feel like his sentencing was way too harsh. There needs to be a different way of disciplining people without taking years of their life away. Now that my grandmother has a second chance at life, I want to support her fully. Her story can and should inspire others.
Ishmael, are you familiar with Patricia's first grandson, your nephew, Suge Knight Jr.?
I have never met him.
Well, he's here.
I don't think I ever saw him.
Well,
outside of a baby.
Yeah, he's here joining us today. Thank you for being here.
Thank you, Dr. Phil, for having us. You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate it.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
The first time I met you.
I know, man. You seem a bit upset. The only thing I'm confused about.
It's just that, and I'm not upset. It's just that my understanding about this show is me trying to start a relationship back with your mom. I mean, your grandmother.
You lying. You're trying to make yourself look good. Just own up to it, bro.
I'm not trying to make myself look good at all.
Why you keep explaining?
I don't even think you were born. Were you born during this time?
Nah, bro, I'm 1 year old. But I know as a man, I admit to when I'm wrong. My grandmother did 24 whole years. You didn't serve no time. What'd you do? You can't even give Quincey the benefit of the doubt. I'm blessed to have my Uncle Quincey because he's a great uncle. I never met you, but man, I'm glad I haven't. And I wish you the best. But for right now, what's important is my grandmother. All she wants is peace. Just give her that. It ain't too hard. I don't know you, you don't know me, but I know the truth. I know what's right.
You were an instrumental player in her going to prison, whether it was your intention or whether it was by accident, whether you were manipulated, whether it was on purpose. You were an instrumental player in her going to prison. And I am shocked that you come on here yelling at her, demeaning her, talking down to her, instead of saying, look, in retrospect, I made bad choices. I let myself be used. I let myself be manipulated. Maybe you did it on purpose, and that's what you should admit. Maybe you should say, I cut a deal to save my own ass, and it was selfish, and I'm sorry. And instead of owning that, you come on here yelling and raising hell about the fact that you never did this, you never did that, you never did the other. But the result is clear. You were an instrument in putting her behind bars for a quarter of a century and stealing her life and ripping apart her family. And to come on here yelling instead of apologizing, to me, is offensive to my sensibilities. Now you can say whatever you want.
That's the whole purpose of me coming onto the show, is for the reasons you just said.
Then do it. Well, hey, it's me, and thank you so much for watching. And while I have you, do you have a story or a question for me? If so, trust me, I want to hear from you. Click on the link in the description and tell me what in the world is going on. You just might end up right here on the show. And of course, don't forget to subscribe. Click that little red button below. You know you want to. What are you waiting for? Do it.